guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is March 18th and I have my March TBR here. So at the beginning of this month I put together a March TBR. I just picked books off my shelf that I thought fit the vibe for March, books that I wanted to get to this month, and these have all stayed the same besides this one. I literally added this 2 days ago because I just bought it. We have 14 days left of March and I still have a lot of this to get through, but I thought it would be super fun to do a little reading vlog and just like spend the next 2 weeks finishing the rest of my March TBR. So I've actually already read these two, so we can cross those off our March TBR. So the remaining books are these four right here. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. We're going to be getting through these books. So first I have The Good Lie by A.R. Torr. I don't know. Honestly, have no idea what this book is. I just know it's like a thriller and it's supposedly really good. It has a high GoodReads rating, but I have no idea what this is about. And then we have Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I read The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood and I loved it. And I have a couple of her books on my shelf that I haven't gotten to, so I really want to read this one. And then we have Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've owned this book for way too long and I love Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing and just all of her books that I've read, so I'm really excited to get to this one finally. And then lastly I have When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I read Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams like a month ago, 2 months ago, and it was 5 stars for me, so I'm really excited to read her books. They're just so like short and like so sweet and I just love them. So now it's just the hard part of deciding which one to start with. I need something like quick, like I need something super quick, and I know these two are the best options for something quick, but do I want a thriller or do I want a romance? I think I'm gonna go with When in Rome. I'm just really excited to read more of Sarah Adams' books. So book number 1 of this video is When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I forgot truly how much I love Sarah Adams' writing. I am absolutely loving this. I'm like 40% through almost. I've read this much. It's just so good. Like it's so cute and just like so like sweet, but like her writing is just like so good and it's like funny. And I love that. Like I love being able to like laugh while I'm reading. Hello. But this is such like a slow burn sort of thing. Like I'm like 40% in and there hasn't been anything like romantic with the characters yet. And honestly, like I feel like that's like okay. Like I actually prefer that to like them like jumping right away. Like first chapter they're like I don't like that. I don't like a quick little thing. So I'm loving this so much so far. So I'm such a slow reader, guys. You'll see in this video it'll take me like days and days to finish like a book like this, and it's just because I'm such a slow reader. You'll see. Okay, so update, as you saw, I finished When in Rome last night and I actually annotated the crap out of this book. I love her books so freaking much and I am just so excited. She's coming out with a new one April 2nd and I love her books so much and I just want to read all of them. Like I literally might make that a goal. I just really love the way she writes. Okay, you probably want to know what this is actually about. This girl, Amelia, she is a huge superstar, like huge, like celebrity, big celebrity. She's in love with like Audrey Hepburn movies, and so she was watching, what's it called? Roman Holiday. So she's watching Roman Holiday and she's like, oh my god, like I need an escape from my life. And so she like looks up the nearest place to her. It's called Rome, besides Rome, Italy. And she ends up in Rome, Kentucky, which is like such a small like little town. And it's just like such a wholesome little town where everyone knows and loves each other. But like not in like a goofy way. Like I don't know, it's just all like, it's so like wholesome. So her car breaks down in his front yard. So it's a grumpy sunshine and a slow burn, and opposites attract sort of thing. The characters overcame a lot about themselves in this book and Even though I didn't love this as much as Practice Makes Perfect, which I gave 5 stars, I'm also gonna give this 5 stars because I just have a feeling that I'm always going to be recommending these 2 books to people. I loved it and I had so much fun reading it, so 5 stars from me. So now it's time to move on to our next book, and I like to split up my romance books. I think I'm gonna go with The Good Lie. I got this as a blind book from TikTok, so I literally have no idea what this is about. I just know that the chapters seem really short and it's a thriller, and it's 244 pages, which is like the perfect length. Okay, little reading update. It is 6:48, so it's like literally like so much later than the last time we talked. I spent like 3 hours working on a video earlier. I haven't been able to read all freaking day like I said I was going to. So I'm actually on page 78. Guys, I'm like getting scared. There's certain thrillers that I just like can't read. I just like get so freaking scared. I'm like a very sensitive person. Like Stranger Things, the Demogorgon, like the freaking like these like creatures visibly like made out of like literal like CGI. Like they're probably made of like jello or something. Scare the crap out of me. Like I can't even do it. So like this, like the talk of like a serial killer, bye, can't do it. I don't even know where this book is going. Like I don't know how this is gonna go. So basically it's like from the point of view of this psychiatrist who specializes in, it's like compulsive people with like compulsive disorder mixed with like violent thought, like people who are basically like they're gonna like off their like significant other or like their family or something. So it's like following her point of view, but then there's like also this like side story of like this attorney who's like she's like dating kind of, who just took like this case of like a serial killer. So it's like following like this serial killer's like motives and like everything that goes with that, while also like following the psychiatrist's like patients and stuff. It's like a little like crazy right now, but I'm assuming that it started off with her like patients and stuff because it's all gonna like come together at some point, because it seems like it's a little like 2 different like stories going on right now. It's very good to say the least. Like I'm like hooked, and I want to just sit down and like read it because I want to find out like how this ends and just like everything that's going into it, because I'm not even halfway done, and just like I feel like so much is like being like uncovered already kind of. It's getting scary. Like I was just like out in my kitchen, and I like had to like go into my dad's room and just like talk to him and hang out with him for a little bit because I was like getting scared. I'm so bad with thrillers, guys. I just like can't, like I get so scared. I have to like sit in my room and like lock my door, or else I think like someone's gonna like come in and kill me. It's been 4 days since I finished The Good Lie, and I have not picked up a book since. First of all, I just want to say this book was freaking amazing. It was so freaking good. It all just comes together. I could not have predicted how this is going to end, and I love that about a thriller because I don't want to like know what's gonna happen. But this was so freaking good. Seriously, this was so amazing. But it had me up so scared. Like I couldn't read it at night because I was just like terrified. But it was so freaking good, and I would definitely recommend this. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4.5 stars. But after I finished this literally 4 days ago, the next morning I started reading Love on the Brain, and I got a chapter in and I just like couldn't do it. Like my brain just like wasn't like functioning with it very well. I wasn't comprehending anything. I wasn't like enjoying it, and like it wasn't like this book. It was just like I couldn't like think of reading anything. And then I realized that it was because I started my period and it just wasn't good up here. So I was just like in a little mental slump, which put me into a book slump. I actually started this again this morning, and I'm like 60 pages in, but I did confirm that I do want to continue reading this. Literally barely made a dent in this, but it's now March 27th, so we need to pick back up, finish up, because we have this book and then we have a whole nother book to read before March is over. So we need to get reading. We're currently reading Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. Okay, so I'm on page 152 of 350, I think. Oh my god, my literal camera's about to die. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm like 43% done. I love Ali Hazelwood's writing so much. It's just like so like easy to read, and it just like, I literally fly through these books so quickly. I could literally just keep on reading. Like last night, I had to go to sleep at like 8 because I had to be up at 4 in the morning. So I like couldn't keep reading. But if I could keep reading, if I could have stayed up all night, I would have stayed up all night and finished this book. Like it's so easy to just fly through her books. Like they're just so good. And this is so cute so far. Like this girl, she's a little like just like not too bright. I don't want to be, but like come on, like she thinks that this guy hates her, which like makes sense based on everything that's happened before. But it's like, we as readers know that like he doesn't. We know that like he's like harboring this like everlasting love for her, but it's just like their miscommunication like makes her like think that he hates her, but like in reality it's like the complete opposite. But I just like, I love like the STEM romances and stuff. Like I just love like other world stuff besides like I don't know what I was saying. I just love it. I'm gonna keep reading this and eat some pizza. Okay, so I finished Love on the Brain, and today is March 30th, and I really want this video to actually go up tomorrow. So unfortunately, this is the last book that I'll be reading in this video. I won't have a chance to get to Malibu Rising, but that's okay. That's okay. It was in a bit of a reading slump like a week ago, a few days ago, so won't be able to get to Malibu Rising. But I do want to talk about all of the books that I did read in March. So I'm gonna go in order of when I like finished them. So starting with The Guest List, I did not like this book. I actually listened to it as an audiobook because I had no intention of actually reading this, but it had been on my shelf for some reason. I forgot why I bought this, but it had been on my shelf for so freaking long, like years probably. So I decided to listen to it as an audiobook, and I just didn't like this. Like I didn't enjoy this at all. I actually rated this 2 stars. And then what took me most of March to read was Iron Flame, and I rated this 4.5 stars. I loved it. I just thought that it was like a little too long in parts, and like not everything was necessary to like talk about, but like I loved Iron Flame so much. Also, she just announced the title and the release date for the 3rd book in the Empyrean series. I'm so excited. And then now for the 3 books that I read in this video, we have When in Rome, and originally I gave it 5 stars, and that's what I told you guys that I was rating it, 5 stars. But now that I'm like thinking about it, I think I'm gonna change it to 4.75 stars, just because like it just doesn't feel the same as like my actual like 5-star reads where I'm like literally like ravenous about them. So I'm gonna give this 4.75 because as much as I loved it, it just isn't like my 5-star reads. And then The Good Lie by Air Tour, I'm gonna go with 4.5 stars for this one. It was so good, like so freaking good, but it just again doesn't feel like a 5-star read for me, but I would highly recommend this. And then lastly, the book that I actually just finished like 10 minutes ago, Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. And I honestly don't like rating books as soon as I finish reading them because my ratings change so much once I've like actually had time to sit on them, and that's why a lot of these ratings have changed as well. As of right now, I'm going to say 4 stars. I really did love this, and it's like it was so good. It was really good, but it just again wasn't a 5-star for me. But yeah, so here are the 5 books that I read in March. I think I'm gonna make this a monthly video, but actually instead of like just doing like the last 2 weeks of March, I'll like do the entire month. So I'm gonna like start filming that one for April soon. So if you liked this video, stay tuned for the rest of my reading vlogs because this was so much fun. I had so much fun doing this, and it actually pushes me to like read more and read like faster, I feel like. And I also post on my GoodReads account at the end of every single day. I update it with like how far I am in a book. I like leave reviews and all that stuff. So go friend request me on GoodReads. And that's the end of this video. So thank you all so much for watching. Give me book recommendations. Comment your favorite 5-star reads. I'll see you guys so soon. Bye.